Reckless, dangerous, even thuggish. You'd think I was talking about a violent street gang, but these are the words used by the New South Wales coroner this past week to describe members of that state's police force. She was ruling on the death of a Brazilian student during a Sydney arrest in March. That young man, Roberto Curti, was tackled by 11 officers. He was doused in capsicum spray and he was tasered 14 times. It was a horrible way to die, and one that continues to haunt the close-knit family he's left behind.
I think it's here.
On a windswept Sydney street, sisters Anna and Faye mourn the brother they lost.
Now he's in peace with his mother and his father.
It was here on March 18 that Roberto Laudisio-Curti died aged 21.
Sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you try not to think. It's kind of like a roller coaster.
Tonight, for the first time, we hear from Roberto's sisters about the death of their brother at the hands of the New South Wales Police. How he died caused outrage here.
Stop resisting! Stop or you will be tasered again!
And provoked demonstrations in his home country of Brazil.
Roberto's only foes during his ordeal were the police.
And it led to a scathing judgment by the New South Wales coroner Mary Gerard, who condemned the police officers for their pack-like mentality.
Some of them did demonstrate an abuse of police powers.
Give me one word to describe what happened that night.
Brutality is a good word. It was very brutal.
It was a tragic end to what was supposed to be a great adventure, living in Sydney with his elder sister Anna and her husband Mike.
It's a physical pain for me. No one has any idea. No one has any idea. Like, the hardest moments are unpredictable when they come and the pain they bring, and I don't know, I've been through a lot in my life, and to be honest, this was definitely the worst pain I have ever felt.
It's horrible to think, that the police that are supposed to be out there to protect the public act like a gang, like they almost act exactly like the thing they're trying to stop.
Half a world away from Sydney, anger still lingers in the place where Roberto grew up. The sad irony is that Roberto moved to Australia from one of the world's toughest and most dangerous cities, Sao Paulo. 3,500 people were murdered here last year. That's about 10 every day. For Roberto to die a violent death on the streets of Sydney, that's something his family will never truly understand. He was such a cute little boy, wasn't he?
Yes. I think here he was 9.
Roberto's other sister Faye and grandmother Edie have only photos and memories of the cheeky young man they called Beto.
She felt like she missed him.
You shouldn't have to outlive your grandchildren.
Actually, he was like a son for her too.
And for the sisters, the bond with their brother was absolute. They lost both parents to cancer when they were young, forcing the teenage girls to raise Roberto from the age of 10.
When we had to mention to Beto that my mom was sick, I think he already knew that she'll not survive.
So you took on the role of being Beto's mum when you were just 17?
Yes. For us, it was hard too. It was hard because we lost my mom and we had to become a mom to Beto.
And to lose Beto too.
It was hard. It was very hard.
Roberto's last night alive was a balmy autumn Sydney evening. He met two mates in the inner city, had a few drinks, and shared a tab of LSD, or acid. Then Roberto went his own way. Beto was taking drugs that night.
Well, just because someone's on drugs, does that mean you have to go and subdue every single person that takes drugs? Is that...
Was he a regular drug user?
No.
Roberto might have had a small amount of LSD that night, but clearly it had a powerful and terrible effect on him. It was all too apparent when he called Anna at 4:30 in the morning.
We did receive like a call from him in the middle of the night. It was very unusual and weird.
What did he say?
Well, he was just saying some random stuff like, "Oh, Juana, why do you want to kill me?" or things like that. And I was like, What are you talking about? And then I was like, what's going wrong?
Had you ever heard him speak or act like that before?
Not at all. No.
It's shortly after that phone call at 5:02 Sunday morning that Roberto is seen being chased by three men. He walks into a convenience store, agitated and ranting. He hides behind the counter. The shop assistant offers food and water and tries to calm him.
It was obvious that Beto was really afraid. It was obvious to me that, he was just looking for some form of protection and he was just trying to get inside the little counter area so he could feel safe.
But suddenly, Roberto runs out, only to return moments later, now desperately seeking shelter. A street cleaner mistakes it for a robbery and calls police.
Rock's car, any car in the vicinity for an armed robbery, city convenience store.
The Brazilian appearance, he's a teenager with brown skin and he was wearing blue jeans and no top.
The police find Roberto and give chase. Eventually, 11 officers are on his tail. And as the coroner would find, many of them are unclear why he needs to be caught. What do you think those last 10 minutes of his life were like?
I don't even try to think about them. It's just, 10 minutes. The other day I was just thinking 10 minutes is a lot. If you are going through pain, it's a lot.
The chase down 2 city blocks ends in a scene of chaos and distress. Roberto is tasered, cuffed,
Stop resisting, or you will be tasered again!
drenched in 3 cans of capsicum spray, and tasered again. In total, 14 times.
The noises and the pain that he was going through, I'm sure it was just really bad.
The pain, the confusion.
Yeah, he was terrified, it would seem like.
And he was
He didn't understand what was happening.
He was
crying out for help. He was crying out, "Why are you doing this to me?"
And he never got any response.
And he never got a response. He just got sprayed with capsicum spray and drive stunned.
So Roberto fell just around in front of the coffee shop, right over there.
Witnesses, among them local resident Tommy Wang, watched as Roberto writhed in pain.
He looked very afraid and terrified. Yes. They did not look like police for me. It looked like a gangster mob. I'll be afraid to see the police that night.
Roberto Laudisio-Curti lost his life at 11 minutes past 6 on the 18th of March 2012. When do you think in your heart that you knew that he wasn't coming home?
I think when I got a call.
From the police?
Yeah. until then, I still had hope.
They showed me a photo of Roberto that I think was from the convenience store, and I said, "Yep, that's him." And it was just so horrible.
I think the experience is like, it's definitely worse than a true nightmare. Like if you have a nightmare in your dreams, and if you try to say maybe that's what I'll feel, like it's way worse.
It's impossible to believe that he would have died but for the actions of police.
Coroner Mary Jerram could not conclude exactly how Roberto died, but she described the police actions that night as thuggish and excessively forceful.
A few of the constables seem to have thrown themselves into a melee with an almost ungoverned pack mentality, like schoolboys in Lord of the Flies.
Do you think they should be charged over his death?
Why not? I mean, I think that Beto died in their hands, so that should be further investigated. He died, they didn't follow the procedures, they were acting very brutal.
Do you want to see any of these officers go to jail?
I don't think we are looking for revenge, and I don't see we're like really angry. I just think that when something goes wrong, people should be accountable for what they have done. And I don't think that's an unfair thing to wish for.
What have you got in here?
Well, this isn't everything.
No.
There's 9 volumes.
For Anna and Mike, the coroner's findings are tough to read. A forensic account of Roberto's final desperate moments.
We had no idea of the level of the force that was applied, the number of tasers, the number of officers involved. These are the phone calls, right?
And it's a wrenching reminder of Anna's frantic efforts to contact her brother that night.
But look at that. That's me.
So there's like 12 or something text messages from Anna saying, come home, like, this is after, we didn't know what happened to him, but he'd already died, right? I'm saying,
and then at some point even
please
like...
just come home. That's all.
And what was the last message that you sent to him?
I sound like, I love you, trust me. Everything will be fine.
Anna and Mike are speaking out in the hope that no other family endures what they've had to. They want valuable lessons to be learned from Roberto's death so that it doesn't happen again. Can you trust police again?
Until that happened, I'd always maybe had this sort of faith in the police force that they were out there to do good and to protect the public and all that sort of thing. And after seeing what they did to Roberto, I don't trust them anymore.
Do you think Beto is in a good place now?
I think so. Good people can only be in good places. So I'm sure he's in a good place.
Hello, I'm Nick McKenzie. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our Extra Minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.